I just started my second year as an Oregon State Trooper. I was riding with another officer when dispatch came on and said that there was a call of a man holding a gun to a woman's head. So of course we got there as fast as we could. When we arrived, we found a woman crying and repeating over and over, "He shot me! He shot me!" I bent down to talk to her and said, "He didn't shoot you, ma'am." But she wouldn't listen. I asked if she had any family she could stay with, and she said no. She wouldn't let us take her anywhere, so we asked if she would be okay by herself. She said yes, and we went on our way. At the end of our night shift, we went back to the station and told the dispatchers and the other officers about the weird call. An officer looked up her name and instantly went pale. He then hesitantly told us that the young woman by that name had been shot in the head by her husband about 6 years ago. Police never caught the shooter. We all went grim and tried to forget about what happened, and we eventually did, until 2 years later. I was training a new officer when we got a call about a man holding a gun to a woman's head. We headed over to the house and found the same lady. Our radios crackled as we approached her, but all she did was simply point at the house and said, "He's in there, he's in there." We pulled out our guns and found a man inside, sitting on the ground with his hands in the air. I cuffed him and ran his name and learned he was the wanted shooter. The man got 20 years in prison, and we never went back to that house again. Was it just luck that we showed when he was there? Or was it a ghost wanting justice for her murder? To this day, it still creeps me out to think about it. I'm still a state cop in Oregon, but I've been promoted to canine handler. One day I had just pulled over a man for speeding, but as I walked up to his window, I instantly got a bad feeling about him. So I went back to my squad car. When I got in, I felt a breeze and heard my passenger door shut. I looked up and saw a female officer, no older than myself, sitting in the passenger seat. I hadn't called for backup, and when I looked around, I didn't see another squad car. There's no way she could have walked over or been in the guy's car without me noticing. My dog Sergeant was snapping, barking, and growling at the woman. The hair on his back was standing on end. "Hello?" I said. "Can I help you?" She said, "He has a gun by his seat." I turned to make sure the man was still in his vehicle, and when I looked back, the officer was gone. I got out, grabbed the guy from his car, and cuffed him. I found the gun under the seat where she said it was. When I ran the man's record, I learned he had killed a young cop about 20 years ago. I took him in, and he was eventually sentenced to life in prison. Later that night, I was playing ball with Sergeant when the officer appeared again. "Thank you," I said. "No, thank you," she replied. I told her she'd saved my life. She said, "I was only doing my job. He would have killed you with the same gun he used to kill me. You have brought me peace and happiness." After that, she disappeared. I have personally never seen the woman again, but there are new officers who come off shift spooked from time to time, saying an officer came out of nowhere and that the mysterious person gave them a warning, only to disappear. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, why not hit the like button? Or better yet, press the big red subscribe button to keep coming back for more. And I'll see you around the campfire.